All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 1 of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition Trilogy. Mass Effect Trilogy Legendary Edition? I decided to do Legendary Edition instead of the regular editions, or the OG editions. Turn the volume down. Okay. Just because I've never played the Legendary Edition before, never got a chance to. So, I want to now. So, welcome to it. I may play the old editions down the road, just to get that, like, little bit of a comparison. Oh, hold on. That's some core Xbox 360 memories coming back right there, buddy. That's yep, that's some core Xbox 360 memories coming back. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna see how the Legendary Edition measures up. Class above the original 1 through 60 level range will be used instead of the new 1 through 30 level range. XP and talent point progression remains the same, but the number of levels is doubled. So you can get 2 levels at a time? Is that what that is? Okay. FPS, favor frame rate, adjust resolution, and higher. Well, my hardware is good. It's like the best hardware you can get, other than like PC. So.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed. Please log in to access your profile. Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Spacer, both your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18 years old. Colonist, you were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted in the military a few years later. Earthborn, you were an orphan raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering the Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18.
Confirm psychological profile.
During your service, the mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Ruthless. I want to make sure you can hear me, because that's pretty loud. Okay. Throughout your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule. Get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. Let's do Soul Survivor.
Confirm military specialization.
Soldiers are combat specialists, ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers have improved health, can specialize in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to wear medium armor, and can train in the use of heavy armor. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. Adepts are biotic specialists. Through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only wear light armor, and they specialize in pistols. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at a long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can specialize in pistols or sniper rifles, and they can wear medium armor. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, or they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient at tech and biotics than in other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only wear light armor and receive no specialized weapon training. Vanguard. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They consume biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They specialize in pistols and shotguns, and they wear medium armor. I'm thinking Sentinel.
Confirm facial identification.
That's darker skin, that's lighter skin. Okay. Say, don't look around, Shepard. Thank you. And we'll go with that. Kind of dark. It's like hard to see. Give me a look-see. All right. That's the best looking one. All right, jaw. Okay, so that brings the jaw down. Depth makes it a little wider. Mouth. I want my own, like, own character, you know? It's easy to go with, like... It's easy to go with John or Jane Shepard, but that's not what I want. It's not really exploring an RPG doing that, you know? Turn your fucking head so I can see your... You look like you got a beehive on the back of your head. Like, what is that? All right, we'll just go with that one. See, that just looks weird. I think that's supposed to be like a bun or whatever, but it just looks fucking weird. We'll just do that one. Fuck it. Same as the brow color. Makeup. Zoom. Let's just go all the way over there and start from on the way back. I can't see half of fucking anything, so. She's gonna be military. I don't think she needs like a shit ton of makeup caked on her face. Get the scar though. I mean, she had to survive a like extreme fucking event. Like, I feel like a big scar would be important, you know? I think that one will be good. Finalize that.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Colonist, sole survivor, Sentinel.
Identification confirmed.
I'm a pussy, sue me.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional
David?
scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was the force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest discovery in human history. The civilization of the galaxy called it Mass Effect. I remember you got. I knew with the build of that, I knew you had to read that fast as fuck.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Real quick. You guys are gonna see this. I apologize for this.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story, but only an idiot believes the official story.
And we're into it.
You always expect
You're
the worst.
overreacting.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
There we
Joker.
go. That's better.
Status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Is he upset?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Thus, the mission oh, look at this. Look at this old, beautiful thing. Look at this old, beautiful little turntable here. Squad. Prologue on the Normandy. You were Lieutenant Commander Shepard, Executive Officer on the SSV Normandy. Go speak to Captain Anders in the comm room. Here's your squad screen for your points and talents. The squad... My footstool just fell through. What the fuck? The squad screen lets you view your team's talents. Use the crossbar or control pad, as we used to call it, to select a talent or its rank. Press A to spend the talent point to gain rank of the selected talent. As you gain levels, you acquire talent points and unlock higher ranks. Now we've got a barrier. Cast with a force of 600 newtons. Restores 40 health for all wounded party members. .36 out of 300 experience. Health is 105. Codex. Personal history summary. You were raised on Mendwar on the fringes of the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, the colony was raided by slavers. The entire site, we already read. 2069, Armstrong Outpost at Shackleton Crater becomes the first human settlement on Luna. Damn it, I accidentally hit my keyboard. It is formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. Lowell City, 2103, Lowell City in Eos Cosma becomes the first human settlement on Mars. 2137, Eldfield Ashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. 2142, the construction of the Gagarin Station Jump Zero begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. 2148, prospectors discover the Prothean ruins at Promethe Planum on Mars. 2149, translation of Prothean data leads humans to the Charon mass relay. So many words I can't pronounce. Jesus. Am I getting dumber or am I just getting older? System Alliance founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. 2151. A shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communities to containers of dust form element 0. The Alliance begins construction of the Arcturus station. 2152. Roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after element 0 exposure suffer from cancerous growth. Systems Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first solar colony world, the planet Demeter. 2154. Commander Shepard is born. 2155. Systems Alliance occupies completed portions of Arcturus Station as a headquarters. 2156. Some children of Singaporeans exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. 2157. Turians encounter human explorers. First contact war. Occupational liberation of the human colony of Shangzi. 2158. Humans learn potential of biotics. An international effort to track element 0 exposures begins. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. 2160. The Systems Alliance Parliament is formed. 2165. Humans establish the embassy on the Citadel. 2170. 2170. Batarian slavers attack the Alliance colony of Mendwar. 2176. The Skyllian Blitz. Pirates and slavers attacked Elysium, the human capital in the Skyllian Verge. 2177. Thresher Maws devour the Alliance colony of Akuz. 2178. In retaliation for the Skyllian Blitz, an Alliance fleet wipes out an army of slavers on the moon of Torfin. 2183. Current date.
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council
let's just
to fulfill the role
take
of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations. The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Okie dokie. Let's throw in a save there real quick. I want to go to options real quick. I gotta get an HDR TV, man. Or an HDR monitor.
The captain's waiting for you in the comm room, Commander.
You probably don't want to keep the captain waiting, Commander.
I'm telling you, I just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Heard you arguing.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
What do you mean?
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Stealth systems.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Cover?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Captain.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Turian Spectre.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was long ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll look into it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place Spectres visit. There's something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from Spectre.
Not his
Can you
choice, Doc.
put your gun away?
They can anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids.
My bad. I hope no one saw that. How do I put this away? How do I put my gun away?
On me!
How do I put my gun away? How do I put my gun away? Oh, I just threw another fucking grenade. Select the power with A and use it. Okay, alright. Cool. We got the we got this. Let's just go talk.
What do you think, Commander?
We won't
be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Relax, Jenkins.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Nihilus.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Spectres.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
There are no human Spectres? Eden Prime.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Why are we going there?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
You'll do fine.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
Be careful.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna screw this up.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectres don't have any
Protect it at any cost.
No
Don't forget that
Spectres?
part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
Those are bad memories.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
The captain's waiting for me.
All right.
Goodbye, Commander.
Spectres are agents from the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance, and answer only to the Citadel Council. They are elite military operatives, granted the authority to deal with threats to peace and stability in whatever way they deem necessary. They operate independently or in groups of 2 or 3. Some are empathetic peacekeepers, resolving disputes through diplomacy. Others are cold-blooded assassins, ruthlessly dispatching problem individuals. All get the job done one way or another, often operating outside the bounds of galactic law. The Spectres were founded after the Solarians joined the Council. For many years, they operated in secrecy as backroom problem solvers. Only after the Krogan rebellions did their activities become publicized. Assignment of a Spectre is less contentious than a military deployment, but makes it clear that the Council is concerned about a situation. Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution.
Neat. I'll read all this in a minute.
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Why are you asking?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the Commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I knew it.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why do we tell the Council?
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
My name
Why
forward.
would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
You support this, Captain?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Eden Prime.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Wrong hands?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
Terminus systems?
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting
I
close
didn't realize
to
I
Eden.
did
Captain,
that twice
we got
in
a
a row.
problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Evening, morning. Hey, last big dude. What are you doing? How you doing, man?
Get down!
Sorry, I was concentrating on stuff here. I didn't see your chat. How you doing, man? Good morning. Figure out a better system.
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat,
chatting.
heavy casualties.
It's too far away on the other side. It's hard to,
Get
like, see
evac.
somebody
They came out of
moving.
nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Uh-oh.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
The game audio
Grab
is
your gear
louder
and
than
meet
me.
us in
I'll
the
fix
cargo
it.
hold.
I'll fix it.
Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
It's the music. It's not just... I mean, it gets loud at certain parts, but, like, it's the music, too.
Gauging stealth systems.
Forgot to go to cutscene on that. Just not paying attention enough.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Let me get landed here.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you're coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
You can count on us.
We've got his back,
Yeah,
Captain.
we gotta turn that down.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Way too loud.
Ship perimeters.
All right. Let me go to options. That's still like super loud, bro. All right, hold on. Let's try. Okay, the loudness filter. A background character far off somewhere. God, shit ass, damn it. All right, what about now? How do I sound now? Hold on. Let me switch to an actual weapon. How do I sound now with all this going on? Oh yeah, I forgot that you don't reload in this fucking game. I'm gonna have you snipe, and I'm gonna have you shotgun. All right. How do I sound with this going off like this? How does that sound?
Smells like smoke and death.
Oh, God.
Better? Can you hear me okay? You know what I need to do? You know what I think I'm gonna do? Hold on, I need to go into my settings. Let me go into my microphone settings. I think I know why it's doing that. Because I'm at 55. Let me turn up to about 65 here. I didn't realize EA games are so fucking loud. I keep forgetting they're so damn loud, especially something like this.
Oh, God. What happened here?
We can hear you, but what? Let me check it. Let me check it while I'm firing this weapon. That's loud! Fuck! All right, what about now? How's that sound now? How's it sound now with this, with the rapid fire? Better, no strain. Okay, good. I feel like the rapid fire just needs, or the fighting sounds and shit just need to be turned down, and like the conversation probably needs to be better. You first aid in that. Much better. Good. All right. Good. I didn't realize how loud Mass Effect was, man. I could turn down the volume, but it's like head to the dig site.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only...
You know what I can do for the sound? I can turn the dialogue volume up a little bit, because with the dialogues going on, I'm not going to be talking that much, so.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans...
Can you hear that okay?
Spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relay.
Can you hear the conversation here?
To explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans...
It's low? Son of a bitch. I can't go any higher than 50, man.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains.
Oh, you're on a phone? Yeah, that's probably why, bro.
Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy.
Need yourself a PC or a tablet or something with like Bluetooth headphones.
Surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kache, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Planets and locations. Milky Way galaxy contains 200 to 400 billion stars, most with a host of planets.
The terminus systems are located on the far side of the Attican Traverse, beyond the space administered by the Citadel Council or claimed by the human.
Maybe a Bluetooth speaker.
It is populated by a loose affiliation of minor species, united only in their refusal to acknowledge the political authority of the Council or adhere to the Citadel conventions. Their independence comes at a price. The terminus is fraught with conflict. War among the various species is common, as governments and dictators constantly rise and fall. The region is a haven for illegal activities, particularly piracy and the slave trade. At least once a year, a fleet from the terminus invades the nearby Attican Traverse. These attacks are typically small.
There's an attack going on, and I'm just studying lore.
The Council rarely retaliates, as sending patrols into the terminus systems could unify the disparate species against their common foe, triggering a long and costly war.
All right, let's go ahead and save. God damn it! I'm so used to hitting X on the reload. I'm so used to hitting X on the reload, man, that, like, I forget that it's to throw grenades.
What the hell are those?
Gas bags. Don't worry, they're harmless.
That audio with them on my left and right ear is fucking weird.
Damn! Area secured.
Nice reflection. Too bad you didn't fix the water for when you walk through it. Of course, the God rays over here.
Oh God, what happened here?
Uh-oh. Technically low to you, but it's likely perfect for certain others because I'm aware there's a few notches of volume that ought to not be able to hear. Yeah. You need yourself a Bluetooth speaker. That guy's dead.
Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. He deserves a burial.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Needed to heal injured squad members. Omni Gel can be used to bypass encryption and electronics challenges. Both can be acquired by defeating enemies and opening containers. White and Med Gel to heal the squad. So I have 4 Meta Gel. Well, now I have 4 Meta Gel. Yeah, I just didn't realize that the fighting sounds were so damn high.
I've got some burned out buildings here, Shepard. A lot
Improve
of
your
bodies.
team's abilities.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
Kinetic barriers, more commonly called shields, provide protection against most mass accelerator weapons.
See, I have a tablet. I'm using my tablet at full volume to be able to hear my volume.
The basic principle remains the same. Kinetic barriers are repulsive.
Yeah, I'm too loud. I'm too fucking loud. My microphone is too loud.
These shields safely deflect small objects traveling at rapid velocities. This affords protection from bullets and other dangerous
Needs to go down to about 50.
But still allows the user to sit down without knocking away their chair. The shielding afforded by kinetic barriers does
I'll put it right about there.
Extremes of temperature, toxins, or radiation.
Yeah, that should be fine. I have one technically somewhere, but I never use the Bluetooth setting because I'm crazy. I don't like using those things. In the case, I have prevents headphone jack. I don't know how to help you, Belinda. But thank you for checking the audio for me to let me know that it was entirely too loud. Not tech savvy, but I understand I'd rather have hardwired mechanism. Yeah. As long as the audio is good and you could hear it talking, like, you don't need to hear, like, the gunfire too much. Because you get the point. You get the point of the sounds. Like, it's gunfire. That's how it works, right? You don't really need to hear it that much or hear it that loud. As long as you can hear it a little bit, then it's fine. As long as you can hear like that a little bit. And I just threw away my last fucking grenade. Nice. I'm too used to playing video games where you hit X to reload. It's messing me up, man. See, as long as you can hear that okay, all those sounds okay, then fine. All right. But the priority should always be me and then the game. And when it comes to game sounds, it should be me, dialogue, sounds, or SFX, and then music after that. Unless we have moments where the music's like really, really freaking good. Then I may crank the music up just a little bit.
Thanks for your help, Commander. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, ma'am?
Are you okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns. Nothing serious.
Well, it really
The others weren't
depends.
so lucky.
Like, if the gunfire is going off,
we were patrolling
like,
the
I would
perimeter
rather hear
when
the
attack
characters
hit.
talking. But usually,
We tried to get off a distress call.
usually
but they
during a
cut off
scene
our
like this, there's no
communications.
gunfire.
I've been
So,
fighting for my life ever since.
what happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others...
As long as you can hear this
I think I'm the only
conversation,
one
that's all that
left.
matters. Don't blame yourself.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, ma'am. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, ma'am. It's time for payback.
Yeah.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history
Yeah, I
class back in
understand.
school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but
I need to figure out how to hook up all of my game
exile.
systems to a mixer,
Well, after that, they
so
just
that I
disappeared
can
behind the Perseus Veil.
do the
Nobody's
volumes
really
up
heard
and
much from
down.
them since.
Like I want to hook up my microphone and my game systems to the mixer so that I could control each one with just the turn of a single dial, or like two different dials, one for microphone and one for like Xbox. As loud as the guns, I guess the talking you are playing is the talking as you are playing is lower. Yeah, probably.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins.
Yeah, that's pretty loud. I don't know. I may turn that down.
Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon.
I have the same number
he's
of
on
them.
our side.
Sorry.
So.
Like I said, no Turians.
So yeah, I gotta figure out my audio situation. Get a bigger, maybe get a. Oop, let's put this here. Maybe get a bigger mixer with more channels to it. Hook up my system to the channels, like my Xbox and my PS5 to two separate channels. Switch that around with the or hook the audio up, the microphone up to the third channel, and then I would have like full control of each thing. Oh, shit balls, son of a bitch. At each thing as I do. But I also want to get a fucking, you know, I'm working towards getting an XLR microphone system too as well. Expect some upgrades over the next few years.
Move out.
Each other is lower than this cutscene. Yeah, because that's the reason it's lower than the cutscene is because that's considered Why did you just jump to on that? That's considered sound effect volume. Okay, so we're just gonna run everything at like, you know what? We're just gonna run everything at like 10 and see how it goes. Because it still sounds loud on my stuff. Do that one.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs.
Streambots be able to reply as if they had a persona when in chat. I would add them.
300 years ago as tools
Yeah, I don't
of
know.
labor and war.
I don't know how you would
When
go
the
about doing
Geth
that.
showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems.
What do you mean with a mixer? I guess there'd be a specific one for that, but I catch all like I need to look it up. There's a way to do all of it. I need to ask some streamers. Maybe they'd be willing to tell me. Like, there's a few that like have their stuff hooked up to a mixer. I just started this and already I have to pee. All right. Yes, I already know. Thank you.
The beacon's at the far end of this trench.
Wait, wasn't there a... Yeah, there it is, right there. There was a crate right there. Light armor human scorpion. Press to say, equip, breaks down selected item into Omni Gel. Ah, yes. I do like how there's a photo mode for this. That's kind of cool. Whee! Photo mode. Focal length. Yeah, let's look at this fucking blade of grass. All right, how far back can you pull? Pretty far back, bro. What are we at? 55M? Your browser has its own volume place too? Yeah. Pushing a low object make you crouch to take cover behind it. Click L to manually toggle crouching. Crouching improves weapon stability and aim. Oh shit. Oh shit. Geth. Geth. Fuck. Shit, too far. So far back to the door, you thought you were standing on is really King Kong's back, right? Huh? What you mean? Oh, get punched in the face, bitch! Okay, Y for Omnigel. I have really got to learn how to use all this stuff. It's been so long since I played Mass Effect. It's ridiculous. Okay. Decryption. I'm gonna put more into electronics. Why not? Let's do a charm. Do a throw. Let's see. Just go ahead and up the soldiers here. Increase all the health. We'll have to throw some in there.
Combat hard suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer. The inner layer consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't need to be flexible, such as the chest or shins, are reinforced with sheets of lightweight, ablative ceramic. The outer layer consists of automatically generated kinetic barriers. Objects traveling above a certain speed will trigger the barrier's reflex system and be deflected, provided there is enough energy left in the shield's power cell. Armored hard suits are sealable to protect the wearer from extremes of temperature and atmosphere.
You know, what if I just did this?
Standard equipment includes an onboard mini-frame and a communications, navigation, and sensing suite. The mini-frame is designed to accept and display data from a weapon's smart targeting system to make it easier to locate and eliminate enemies.
Belinda, what are you talking about? I'm literally confused.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
Bro, what? Any survivors?
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
You said Mass Effect. Yes, that's the name of the game. Stop gaslighting me, Belinda!
I want to check it out.
I'm just kidding, by the way. Let's stop gaslighting me.
Hit the camp hard.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up.
Oh, you had to say that, didn't you?
Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Ooh, look at these freaky little fuckers. What's up, boys? Not, I know, I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm gonna need a sniper. Whee! Just chuck him across the thing. Shot him right in the ass! Some locked objects require decryption or electronics to access. If any squad member has the required talent, you will be able to unlock the object using decryption or electronics interface or by spinning on the jail. These series of button press before time runs out. Oh yeah, that old fucking system.
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
You're safe.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Attack. Assistant.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No.
I mean, I know what the House intro sounds like.
Mad.
I watched every season of House before.
Sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after
I could shut him up. No.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering
Massive
up
attack.
our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Sat there, too afraid to move.
Not off the top of my head.
You came along.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network, remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime.
Speaking of shows and movies, I watched Dallas Buyers Club last night.
Who knows what secrets?
It's one where Matthew McConaughey is the character who ends up getting HIV or whatever and AIDS, and he starts like shipping fucking drugs across like countries and shit to America in like the 80s or whatever. It's actually not that bad of a movie. I need to like I'm like halfway through it.
Leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack.
That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the north.
I'll tell you what though, the final episodes of Cobra Kai came out today. So now I could just start binge watching it. I can just start binge watching that shit.
To the spaceport.
You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it. Night is falling. The darkness of eternity.
Hush, Manuel. Go lie down. You'll feel better once the medication kicks in.
You're wasting your time. The age of humanity is over. Our extinction is inevitable.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
The darkness is coming. The end is near. You can't.
Oh shit!
Oh my God! What did you do?
My bad.
That was a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
My bad. He's better off.
It was only a matter of time till he did something crazy and dangerous.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
My bad! Let me just I'm just gonna go ahead and leave before anybody notices that I beat the shit out of this guy.
After the Geths secure a location, they round up and impale dead and living bodies.
It's a show. Which one's a show? Dallas Buyers Club or Cobra Kai? Because Cobra Kai's a Netflix show. Dallas Buyers Club's a movie.
Minerals and replacing them with cybernetics. The cybernetics reanimate the lifeless flesh and tissue, transforming the bodies into mindless killing machines. Some Alliance soldiers refer to the husk-generating spikes as dragon's teeth, a reference to the mythological berserkers who sprang up from the earth wherever the teeth of the dragon Eris were planted. Dragon's teeth and husks bear little resemblance to other pieces of Geth technology. No one is sure why a synthetic race would bother to drain the minuscule amount of recoverable resources from organic corpses, though the value of reusing them as shock troops is obvious.
Hold on. My fucking controller is caught up here. Yeah, I was talking about two different. Dallas Buyers Club is about Matthew McConaughey, or not Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey's in it. Plays a character that is basically like a guy who doesn't really take care of himself, and you know, forward here. He basically is the type of guy that ends up fucking anything that moves. One of those types of guys, you know, boozing, sex, and all that. But this is during the 80s, right? Before the AIDS crisis begins. So he gets HIV. And not only does he have to deal with the fact that all of his friends, who used to be his friends, you know, and all of that, think he's, you know, gay, to put it in a kind word. They don't fucking use kind words towards him when they find out. But he has to deal with the fact that there's no real medication in America. There's no real medication in America that deals with HIV and AIDS. People just die in like 6 months if you are HIV positive. You get HIV, it regresses into AIDS, and you die. This was like during the AIDS crisis of the 80s and shit. When the government didn't care. They thought it was just a disease that only gay people had, and that was that. So he ends up going to Mexico. He tries taking this drug called AZT. And it turns out that this drug approved by the FDA is like super toxic to people and fucks them up and shit. But it gets approved or whatever. He ends up going to Mexico and finds different drugs from a doctor down there who lost his license. And it turns out that these drugs actually slow down the process of AIDS and HIV, but they're not approved in America. So he starts smuggling them from like different countries that he can get them to America and selling them as a business. But like, he forms a club that you pay for memberships, a monthly memberships, and that's how you get the drugs. And it kind of circumvents the FDA's like illegal drug selling rule. So it's a whole thing. So the entire thing, he's not only dealing with like the consequences of his actions that he has HIV, but he's also dealing with the FDA and trying to, like, you know, arrest him while making all this money and shit off of like selling these drugs to people with HIV who need them. All right, I got to tinkle. I'll be right back. Give me a second. Oh boy. 30 in the you guys can probably hear. 7:30 in the light. Starting to. I don't know how well you can hear. How does that circumvent the law? Well, because he's not directly selling it. He's not selling them directly. Well, back then the FDA didn't have laws like they didn't have like a bunch of laws and shit in certain ways. They didn't have laws for creating a club that you could buy a membership for that allows you to buy drugs. Right? They didn't have laws for that back then. So he's basically circumventing direct sales by saying, okay, I'm not selling you drugs. I'm selling you a membership to a club for like, I think it was like $400 a month, right? A membership to a club, which, you know, in the 80s is like, it's like $5,000 a month, right? Because the AZT shit gets approved and it's like $10,000 a month to pay for that shit. And they don't know what the long-term effects of it is. And like, if you use too many of them, it's toxic to your body and shit, but it's FDA approved and all that. So, you know, so he's kind of circumventing the law, but he's kind of not. So the whole thing is like, I don't know. I'm only like halfway through it. I've still got like 45 minutes of the movie. I've got to watch a bunch of movies. I got to watch Cobra Kai. I want to start Cobra Kai. I got to watch The Northman because I've been wanting to watch that. That's the one with the little blonde dude from True Blood. I forget his name. He's a Viking or whatever. That's supposed to be like really, really good. There's a bunch of them. Like, I'm probably going to just like watch like movies this weekend. Just kind of chill out and watch movies all weekend. Striker and Hammer. So, okay, so here's the Avenger. Are any of these any good? Yeah, I'm probably gonna lay around and watch like, I moved my TV into my bedroom, so like. My big screen TV is in my bedroom now. So I can just lay in bed with a bucket of popcorn and like some soda to the next to me like a fat bastard and just, you know, watch movies. I'll probably finish I'll finish Dallas Buyers Club. I'll probably start Cobra Kai. I'm currently working through some animes and shit too. None of these are any good. Quarian and Human? That's heavy armor. I'll probably, you know, continue watching my animes. I'm watching Goblin Slayer and Demon Slayer, both. I'll probably binge watch, like I said, Cobra Kai, since it's officially over now. Like, it's the last episodes have been shown, have literally come out today. I think they've already dropped. Charlie Brown specials for respective holidays, right?
Saren. Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Well, there goes Nihilus.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
See, that's probably loud with that music. There's good ones. I don't know, but that's for the names asked if you heard of these animes. The names asked next time if you heard of these animes. Okay. I can't drop down any lower, which kind of sucks. I'm gonna guess that there's no, like, thing here. And it's gone. Chuck that fucker. Got your ass. Nice.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming
Sister
out.
with the pink eye. Yeah, that's Demon Slayer.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
It's safe.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling.
Yeah, where like his sister gets attacked in the first episode and she becomes a demon. That's Demon Slayer.
When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
I'm like,
It showed up right before the attack.
I don't know, 5 or 6 episodes in
We
it?
made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops.
He
when
just
the ship
split a
showed up.
rock with a
We
fucking
just saw it and
sword.
ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
Yeah, that's as far as I am. He just split a rock with a sword.
The garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
And he's getting ready to, I don't know. He's getting ready to go into some trials to become an actual, like, legit Demon
Do you know
Slayer.
anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended.
sounded like the shriek of the damned, only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch
I don't know what their names. I know what they look like.
Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You should come clean.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
Smuggling's a crime.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
Is that all?
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Saved your life, bro. Give me it.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
You may know
He
something.
might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
Almost spoiling. I can't cause my memory shit, but yo, the characters. Yeah, I know. There's like the guy with the pig head or whatever, like stinger and combat sensor. Nice. There's a guy with a pig head, and there's like a not really a brother and sister, but kind of a brother and sister that wore like fox masks and shit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes as I get through it. My niece was like, you need to watch it. You need to watch it, because I was trying to convince her to watch Attack on Titan. Because Attack on Titan, other than Berserk, like Attack on Titan is one of my favorite like animes. Next to like, you know, Dragon Ball Z and shit. Actually, I think I like Attack on Titan more than I like Dragon Ball Z. But DBZ is like an old classic for me. Scimitar and Liberator. There's a blown to pig face. Yeah. Yeah, you're talking about Demon Slayer. I need to finish that. I need to finish Goblin Slayer, and I need to start watching My Hero Academia, because that also has a final season coming this year. If you haven't watched it yet, Belinda, I'm telling you, you need to watch Attack on Titan. That shit is dope. But, like, if you're the type of person that gets sad at, like, shows and movies and shit, like, maybe you don't need to... I watched another one called Platinum End, which was about, like, this group of people that were being selected. One of them is supposed to be selected to become God. And then there's, like... They get, like, these specific arrows and shit that they could use. One makes you fall in love with a person for, like... one makes the person fall in love with you for, like, 30 days. And the other one, you just immediately kills the person. So there's this whole long story about, like, one guy who doesn't want to kill and isn't sure he wants to become God. But, like, all of them have to basically be at the edge of death. Like, they've given up on life or whatever. Like, and they're about to either commit suicide or they've just completely given up on life and started, like, considering it. To be, like, selected for the God process or whatever. It's called Platinum End. It's really, really good. All right, Nihilus got fucked.
Behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm Just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
What about the beacon?
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport.
Gameplay, no parts
What
and
happened
episodes
to it?
off the side. Huh?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
Geth didn't find you?
You're Cole's contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What? No! I mean, what does it matter now? So I'm a smuggler, who cares? My supervisor's dead, the entire crew's dead. Doesn't matter now, does it?
Smuggle any weapons?
Anything hidden nearby that we could use against the Geth?
A shipment of grenades came through last week. Nobody notices if a few small pieces go missing from the military orders.
You greedy son of a bitch. We're out here trying to protect your sorry ass, and all you can think about is how you can rip us off?
I never thought you'd actually need those grenades. Who'd want to attack Eden Prime? We're just a bunch of farmers. How was I supposed to know?
Let it go, Williams.
Forget about him. He's not worth it.
You're lucky the commander's here, pal. Hand over those grenades.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick.
Escaflow? Soccer card captors monster. Oh god, Monster Rancher.
Swarming over the platform. Thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved.
Sailor Moon and Inuyasha. I've got to watch like the old ones.
How come you're the only one who survived?
I've got to watch the old ones. Like I need to watch Inuyasha all the way through.
They never had.
I want to watch Naruto all the way through, but Jesus fucking Christ.
I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute.
I also wouldn't mind starting One Piece, but that's I'll probably be 80 by the time that fucking show finishes.
I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
Lucky break.
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Journal area map Paragon plus 2. The biotics don't actually get better, if I remember right, until Mass Effect 2. Fuck. I almost thought I could see you there. A power wheel. Get on the train. Oh shit! That boy's right in my face.
Not now, Commander.
I also got to watch the rest of the Harry Potter movies. I started a marathon of them, and I only got to like halfway through the second one. Oh shit! Oh! Whoa. Jesus, man. I almost shot you in the head, Caden. Come on. Come on. Ah, fuck it. There you go. Oran Host Club Season 1. I've not heard of that one. Too many animes, man. Too many fucking animes. Not enough time. Especially with me streaming multiple hours of, like, RPG gameplay. I want to go around here, make sure there's nothing to pick up. Let's go ahead and heal. I'm fatigued because I ran too much. I think I have yet to play. Well, no, that's not true. Persona's a turn-based RPG. I was gonna say I think I have yet to play a turn-based RPG yet. Persona 3 is actually a turn-based RPG, so yeah, it counts. I'm sitting here going, you know, I've always just been playing action RPGs and shit, man. I haven't been playing anything turn-based. We gotta go! Let's get out of here! Oh, siren! Oh, you bastard!
Charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Oh, you betrayed us! Oh. We got to get out of here, take the train. Woo-woo. Time to fight.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all and shut them down.
Where's the other one? Oh, God, it's right here. Two charges remaining. One charge remaining. Ow! 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 I'm going shotgun. Fuck this shit. Oh, there it is right there. What am I doing? I'll go ahead and take that first. Disarm the bombs. All charges disarmed. I'm out of grenades. Shit. Ah! Fuck off. Okay, we're good. Anything over here to pick up? Yes, a technician kit. Incendiary and cryo explode. Armor piercing round. Shield and med bonus, tech cooldown bonus. Go ahead and save. Accidentally punch Caden in the face.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Getting closer's a bad idea. Out of here.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too...
Would that not have blown up the first time when it did that with the old dude in the scene before? So why is it still there? Why did it wait? Or do these things only have 2 charges? Like, that is a cool looking fucking spaceship.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime.
Titties!
A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Now see, the conversation volume is really low there, right? So it doesn't make a lot of sense why it's fluctuating in and out on the audio there. Unless it was so fucking poorly done that, you know.
I think she's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
I don't blame yourself.
You had no way to know what would happen.
Actually, we don't even know if that's what set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded.
By the way, yes, we will be playing Mass Effect Andromeda.
Williams and I
As shitty as it was.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I was dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
Feel bad about Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
What happened to Williams?
Did we leave Gunnery Chief Williams back on Eden Prime?
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Hates humans?
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
A warning.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Yay, Codex. Although the Citadel is equipped with Mass Effect generating element 0 cores, most of the gravity on the station is generated by the centrifugal force of rotation. I'm not fucking reading all that.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
Cool. Speak the Joker. Back here, anything good? See, that's probably okay. 25, 15, and 15% is probably okay. In fact, I would dare to turn it up to 30.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander. Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
How are you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there.
Yeah, you never get used to seeing dead civilians.
Since you know, fucking got me pulled into a goddamn situation.
Saren from wiping out the whole colony.
Ah, you helped.
I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, cunt.
We're Marines. We stick together. And I'm just sorry that we lost Jenkins.
Jenkins will be missed.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
We were farmers.
My family were homesteaders on Mindwar. I'm the only one left. But I've moved beyond that.
Oh, that's right, a Coos. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet. Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
I want to brief the Council.
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the Council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
Metal Gear Triangle Snake Eater releases editions updated on the official... Oh, God. Pre-order bonuses. I hate Konami. I swear. Probably have to buy that in the future, though. Thank you.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
Will be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Yeah, you earned it.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
How you holding
Things
up?
were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Yeah, glad to have you.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Paragon +2.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Personal questions.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours.
Yeah, tell me
now.
everything you know about Captain
He knows
Anderson.
when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run
fucking
into.
stab you. No.
And he cares about the people under his command.
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Like
what kind
what?
of complications?
Like what?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Ooh. Anything good?
Biotics is the ability of rare individuals to manipulate dark energy and create mass effect fields through the use of electrical impulses from the brain. Intense training and surgically implanted amplifiers are necessary for a biotic to produce mass effect fields powerful enough for practical use. The relative strength of biotic abilities varies greatly among species and with each individual. There are 3 branches of biotics. Telekinesis uses mass-lowering fields to levitate or impel objects. Mass-raising kinetic fields are used to block or pin objects. Spatial distortion uses rapidly shifting mass fields to shred objects. Most organic species are capable of developing biotic abilities, though there are risks involved. Biotics are the result of an in utero exposure to element 0. This usually causes fatal cancers in the victim, but in rare cases, it coalesces into nodules within the fetus's developing nervous system.
Imagine how many fucking people ended up with fatal cancer. Like, seriously. How many people you think ended up with fatal fucking cancerous, like, whatever? Using a squad member's locker allows you to assign equipment to them. New equipment may be purchased from the rec officer.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Ooh. We have buy and sell. But we need more money. I don't really have a lot of money. I only have like 1,400. Okay. All right.
BioWare Omni tools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an Omni tool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor, from a distance. The fabrication module can rapidly assemble small three-dimensional objects from common reusable industrial plastics, ceramics, and light alloys. This allows for field repairs and modifications to most standard items, as well as the reuse of salvaged equipment. Omni tools are standard issue for soldiers and first-in colonists.
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's go this way now. See what's in here. Field integrity monitor. Element 0 core.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
BioWare, when subjected to an electrical current, the rare material dubbed Element 0, or EZO, emits a dark energy field that raises or lowers the mass of all objects within it. This mass effect is used in countless ways, from generating
he said the line. He said the name of the game.
High-strength construction materials. It is most prominently used to enable faster-than-light space travel. EZO is generated when solid matter, such as a planet, is affected by the energy of a star going supernova. The material is common in the asteroid debris that orbits neutron stars and pulsars. These are dangerous places to mine, requiring extensive use of robotics, telepresence, and shielding to survive the incredible radiation from the dead star. Only a few major corporations can afford the setup costs required to work these primary sources. Humanity discovered refined Element 0 at the Prothean Research Station on Mars, allowing them to create massive... Element 0 can increase
I didn't mean to skip that, but okay.
The mass of a volume of space-time when subjected to an electrical current. With a positive current, mass is increased. With a negative current, mass is decreased. The stronger the current, the greater the magnitude of the dark energy mass effect. In space, low-mass fields allow FTL travel and inexpensive surface-to-orbit transit. High-mass fields create artificial gravity and push space debris away from vessels. In manufacturing, low-mass fields permit the creation of evenly blended alloys, while high-mass compaction creates dense, sturdy construction materials. The military makes extensive use of mobility-enhancing technologies, with Mass Effect utilizing fighting vehicles standard frontline issue in most military forces. Mass Effect fields are also essential in the creation of kinetic barriers or shields to protect against enemy fire.
Interesting. We have only begun to scrape the lore of this game. I think I'm gonna, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think down the road, I'm gonna save these like recordings down the road, for like, I don't know, like maybe seeing if I could set up another channel for like 24-hour fucking gameplay. I don't know if I can do that. Like, it might take a lot of work to do.
The fighting vehicle was designed for the System Alliance's frigates. Though the interior is cramped, an M35 is small enough to be carried in the cargo bay and easily deployed on virtually any world. With its turreted 155mm mass accelerator and coaxially mounted machine gun, the Mako can provide a fire team with weapon support as well as mobility. Since Alliance Marines may be required to fight on any world, the Mako is environmentally sealed and equipped with microthrusters for use on low-gravity planetoids. The Mako is powered by a sealed hydrogen-oxygen fuel cell and includes a small Element Zero core. While not large enough to nullify the vehicle's mass, the core can reduce it enough to be safely airdropped. When used in conjunction with thrusters, it also allows the Mako to extricate itself from difficult terrain.
So, I wouldn't mind, like, starting a secondary channel that just plays my VODs 24 hours a day, where you could choose the channels. You could use, like, channel points or whatever to flip between the channels. So, one channel is like Dark Souls games when we play them. Another channel could be RPG Mania games. Another channel could be like GTAs if I ever play them. Another one could be like, I don't know, really shitty games that I didn't like and just talk shit about the entire time. Like that kind of thing. That is definitely something I wouldn't mind getting off of the ground and figuring out how to do exactly. So, for me to do that, though, I'm going to have to buy a really big freaking external hard drive so that I could save all my videos inside of them. So, I need to save up a couple of $100 ASAP and get a, damn it, and get in a, like a 10 to 12 terabyte external hard drive that I could just put my videos into and just do that, you know? Because I know when I start the Souls games down the road, those are going to be long ones. Those are going to be long ones. Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Sekiro, Lies of P, although that's not technically a From Software game, but I'm still going to do a replay of Lies of P. Lords of the Fallen, Elden Ring Night Rain when it comes out. Bloodborne, that's going to be a good one. We needed 1 terabyte drives used to be $80. I'm not talking about 1 terabyte. I'm talking about like 10 to 12. They're like almost $300. They're expensive. So I gotta save up some money, man. Right now I've got enough room in the computer that I could probably make a like in this other hard drive that I could probably make a thing and be fine with that, but probably uninstall a bunch of games that I'm not going to play. Probably be something I'll do in the future is I'll go through all my lists and uninstall games that I have no intention of playing in the future just to have them. We're going to talk to Joker, right?
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Oh, yeah. Just buy a new one and rename it VOD Placement or something. Nav manual. FTL Comlink. You know, Death Stranding 1 and 2. The 200 to 300 for 10 terabytes is cheap. Yeah. I would literally just have a 24-hour, 24/7 like channel with all of my VODs that you could literally just flip through. And you could pay like I don't know, 10,000 points or 50,000 points or something to like hide the remote so that it's stuck on the channel. Like, I'm literally stealing this idea off of another live streamer that I watch called Excessive Profanity. He's got his own fucking channel, and like all credit to him for that. He's got his own VOD channel and shit, but I really would love to do that. I really would. All right. Let's get this continuing on.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Live gameplay stream archive.
Look at
I don't
that
know what I'll
monster.
call
its
it,
main
man.
gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Victor Burns VODs? I
Citadel
don't know.
Control, this is SS.
Nah, that
Normandy,
sounds stupid.
requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Seren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Seren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Seren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
He's dangerous.
Seren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Where locations marked on your map on the mission computer to access them.
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian hierarchy,
Yeah, I don't
and the
know about that.
Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Well, so now we've got to go figure out what we're doing next here. While trying to figure out how to prove that Saren is the bad guy. Alliance Patrol Report. Captain Henderson reported some unusual energy readings during a patrol of the Argus Road cluster. She had particular concerns about the Hydra system, but was recalled before her team could investigate further. No patrols are scheduled for that sector. Do we want to send in a recon? Missions! Side missions. Where do we want to go? We want to go here?
I understand what you're saying, but these allegations are very serious. This is serious. My reputation is at stake. I spoke with the consort in confidence, and her alone, and she betrayed that confidence. All right. I will look into it for you. In the meantime, do not do anything rash. Pleased greeting. Human, it is always good to see your kind. I am Ambassador Kalen. Genuine query. Is there something I can do for you this day?
Your speech.
Why do you explain what you're about to say?
Our people communicate less through words and more through scent and slight movements. Plainly, we discovered our vocal expression was not enough to convey the feelings of our conversations to other species.
Why do you bother, Kalen? These Earth Clan don't really care about our ways.
Remorseful response, Din. You don't truly believe that, and if you do, I am very sorry for you.
Elcor.
Tell me more about your species.
Genuine enthusiasm. I delight in telling the history of my people.
It's like talking to Droopy.
It is agreeable to share our culture with others.
History.
Tell me about the history and origins of the Elcor.
The Elcor were just beginning to explore Council space when the Asari first made contact with us. With their help, we discovered the relay closest to our system, and from there the Citadel. Proudly, within one lifetime we established a regular route to the Citadel, and quickly became one of the more active species living on this great station.
Culture.
I'd like to know more about the culture of the Elcor.
Frankly, we Elcor prefer the safety and familiarity of our own colonies to the confines of space travel. Our society is built on small, tight-knit groups, though we are always welcoming to outsiders. Our government tends to be very stable. Our people are not very comfortable with sudden changes.
Ambassador.
What do you do here?
Modestly, I work to bring the problems and the requests of the Elcor groups to the attention of the Council.
Ha! They only give us these positions to keep us quiet. The Council doesn't care about our races.
Chastising rebuke. Your tone is inappropriate, Din. This human is not to blame for your malcontent or your misconceived suspicions.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Sincere farewell. Good day to you, human. Enjoy your time on the Citadel.
Hello there, human. Sincere apology, but I am here on business and cannot be distracted right now.
What's wrong?
You seem distressed. Is there something I can do to help?
Alarmed response. You overheard that, did you? This is all going so wrong, and it is the Asari consort's fault. She's the one who started all this.
What happened?
What did this Asari do to get you so upset?
I cannot speak more about this problem. It is too sensitive. Suffice it to say, she has compromised my authority as a diplomat.
Where is she?
Where can I find this Asari consort?
She is across the bridge from here. Her offices are easy enough to spot. Good day, human.
EarthClan, you are in the wrong place, I think. Your ambassador is next door in the large office.
Chastising remark. Don't be so rude, Din. At least introduce yourself.
I am Din Korlak, Volus ambassador. Is there something I can do for you, EarthClan?
Embassy.
What is this place?
You are in the embassy for the Volus and the Elcor.
Your ambassador is next door, in his own office.
In this shared space, I aid my fellow Volus when I'm not being interrupted.
I'd like to know more about the Volus.
I'm sure our history and culture would bore you, EarthClan.
Actually, I would like to know more about your history.
My people came to the Citadel shortly after the Asari and Solarians had discovered it. We were instrumental in establishing a standardized galactic economy. However, despite our long association with the Citadel and our many contributions to galactic society, we still do not hold a seat on the Council.
Culture.
Tell me about Volus culture.
We are tribal by nature, but our ways are not violent. We barter and trade our lands and tribe members in order to increase status. Larger tribes often engulf smaller ones and eventually split again. Our society is very malleable, and our government is always shifting and changing. Since we're not physically adept, we trade our services for protection.
Why so cranky?
You seem to have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, Din.
You humans are new to the Citadel, and yet the Council has granted you great favor.
Chastising rebuke, Din. Your species has always been granted many concessions. Volus territory has expanded tenfold since coming to the Citadel.
Details. We still have no real say in the decisions that affect Citadel space.
Goodbye, Ambassador.
All right.
Yes, yes. Good day, EarthClan.
This guy, so grumpy, bro. I love the jank way of walking.
The Elcor. The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Nice. Oi, 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 oi. One second, one second, one second. Second. Big stretch. Big stretch. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, my back. Okay. All right, wait, we can't go that way, so we gotta go this way. We got about 30 minutes till first break, ladies and gentlemen. Take a break in 30. Put your gun away, please. Holy crapola.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your... Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased
randomly
to be
pulling
your
her gun
virtual
out.
guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Are you real?
So are you a person or a program?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Sounds interesting.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
CSEC.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Embassies.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Why was humanity opposed?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
What do you think?
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Why were the Volus first?
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Solarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Spectres.
Do you know anything about Spectres?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
Citadel
What can you
Council.
tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Solarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion.
Lot of lore.
Since then, the three council
We're definitely going to
races
take our
have
time
worked
exploring
together
this.
to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual
Definitely going to
autonomy for
explore
each
the hell out of
species.
this.
It can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
That's why I
My
had to take the
code is limited to
2025 Alpha
information
RPG
and
Mania, because
simple
I know this
interaction
shit's going to take me, like,
simulations.
years.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you.
Hey, that got me freaking a thing. Advanced sabotage. Let's do...
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
For using Avina, please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Right. Okay. So, map. Venus office, Embassy Lounge, Citadel Tower, Bank Emporium, and the Consort Chamber.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
All right, okay.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
Wait, this goes back to... Yeah, C-Second Embassy Lounge.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. they can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Citadel Galactic Government. There's a lot to read on the regular stuff. We'll probably do some reading in a little bit. All right, so Filter CSEC Academy. Citadel Rapid Transit to travel quickly between major locations. You explore Citadel, more locations will unlock. That's... wow. Am I going the wrong way on that? See, I wish there was a thing where it would be like Mass Effect. You could put like a little title of Mass Effect on it. So you just get filters, man. That's all you get. Is that a Game Boy filter? It looks like a Game Boy filter. So you've got Vignette turn. See, but there's nothing else. You can't just put Mass Effect on it. Otherwise, I'd use these as, like, thumbnails.
That's nothing. I've had my office rearranged 5 times now.
5 times? Why? What do they want?
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they're doing.
And yet, everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
What choice do we have? If you try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Just strange that we know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
The Keepers. Oof. Look, even worse in high def. Put the gun away.
Welcome. I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
I need an appointment.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
I'd like to try out your services.
Excellent. I'll add you to our client list. We should be able to see you in 3 or 4 months.
Nobody's worth that much of a wait.
Well, that's not for me to judge. I have your name and you'll be contacted. Is there anything else?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nalina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with her.
Yes, of course, mistress. Huh. It appears the consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
Where do I go?
Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
Cool.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner. I'd spend all day here if I could.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you. You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth. The consort is a wonderful person. She has quite a gift.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
Who are you?
What exactly do you do?
That depends on your needs. I offer advice to some, comfort to others. I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I can help.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
What went wrong?
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
Why are you so close to me?
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me. Please, Commander. I ask that you return to me only after you have spoken with Septimus.
So we got to speak to the Septimus guy. But we'll leave the consort's area first. Save real quick and then we'll...
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first time.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard good things about the consort. It's just...
The unknown forces us out of our comfort zone. It forces us to be vulnerable.
Exactly. That's just what I was thinking.
Good. Then we are ready to begin.
Okie dokie.